head before 30, that's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes sinister.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They will run for the first time here with White. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
He's tackled at the
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he rifles one incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Got Gordon open, completes it. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Hurts. his man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Haskins. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
Sets up.
And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to?
Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off at the 30.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
16-yard line.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the 23-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Caught left side, Williams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. On first down, Hurts. Hurts fumbles it, and it's Washington that scoops it up. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10.
This is too easy.
And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
The extra point.
And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd
off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
And it's 3rd
down. Here's Hurts to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. White now to return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hughes. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Sanders toss left side. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
2nd and 3.
Hurts.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st down, here's Love. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, it's Love. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Love. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run with Love. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
on 2nd down and 4. Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. George Kittle as the first half is winding down. And Washington has taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Sanders,
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
3rd and 15.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
By the Eagles.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
43-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
White, the ball.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
2nd down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw, Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end. And now it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Haskins. Keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Samson Abukum able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find Williams on the slant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Eagles 1st down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. is Hurts. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he's able to put it through.
Makes this Washington 21, Eagles 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got his man on the out route.
Pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
37-yard line.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Operating from the gun, Haskins, and able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
For George Kittle.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes this Washington 28, Eagles 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Haskins going to try to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Second and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
What's the run? They're running it. Check 25. Check 25.
To throw again. Haskins. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Hollywood Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Makes this Washington.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So it's Washington getting the victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.
Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry rocks. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, flying mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zazo, Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Sacramento Miners and the Houston Texans.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run on first down. Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
37-yard
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
39. Taken down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the 41, Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here.
5-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Allen off the play fake. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Oh boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage.
12-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 20.